Welcome back. Another weekend. Actually, a pretty sizable haul, so I'll kind of just jump into it. Like, this was one of those things where I basically said last week how I was getting had three more things from Amazon. They all came in. They're perfect, all good conditions. Thank bloody heap of jeebies. And I got six films from JB Hi-Fi because it was a buy one get one free, as well as I actually got a box set as well that I got on eBay recently because I figured why not? So I'll probably start with that. Um, this is the Hannibal set. It actually counts as one set, like when you look it up on Bluray.com, because despite having you get your thing, your barcode there, take out the cases. It's just cheaper for me to get it this way. They're actually not to be sold separately, which is interesting. But yes, it has all three seasons of the show. I believe this is the artwork for the main two seasons, the first two seasons in Australia. This is different artwork. I haven't seen this artwork before for the show, but I don't dislike it, but I don't really know what the main artwork for season 3 is, so I guess I'll put up the main artwork there. I don't know. Yeah, our artwork in Australia is very different. It's as you see there, it's him, but he's angry. I kind of yeah, I kind of prefer the artwork on this set. I'll be honest. It's still a little cheesy. They're still like as seen on Sky Living. It's very romantic in a way, but still, I mean, you get all your discs. They've all got artwork, which all correlates. 4 discs, 4 different characters. Sure, my mate got it on the buy one get one free sale at JB Hi-Fi, but they only had season 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. They didn't have season 1, so I figured, well, I'd rather just buy the set, and it was like $60. I had a $5 coupon, plus it came with express post, so yeah, boy. Then we have the Amazon haul, which is 2 films and a TV show. So to start off, we got Chucky season 2. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I don't like watching it on our free-to-air channels that we have in Australia, mostly because it's standard definition, and what's that thing? Advertisements? I hate those things. So either way, it's got the sleeve. I think this is all regions. It doesn't specify on the casing at all, which is good if it is all regions. I mean, it's a universal. I'm pretty sure it's a universal product. I have season 1 as a collector's set, which is like the good guy collector's set that they released at Zavvi when the show first was released. Again, I didn't watch until I bought the Blu-ray, so I went with the good guy set instead of the steelbook. Good guy set was fine. It has some art cards, has a lenticular cover. Honestly, I don't mind this being slimmer. I like that it comes with a sleeve because, again, it's very traditional US style like that. You get your 2 discs, and you do get inside artwork, which is like an awfully photoshopped version of Chucky, but hold on, a really badly photoshopped looking version of Chucky with a chainsaw. It's kind of, it looks photoshopped, like it could have been real. It might be a real scene in the show, but they've just like added a filter on it to make it look different. I don't know. Either way, it tells you all what each episode's about. You get your special features as well, which is very limited to like deleted scenes, which kind of sucks because I heard that upon original broadcast, at least in the US, they had featurettes on every single episode to show you how they made certain elements of each episode, which obviously was not carried over to the physical media thing. So I guess that sucks, but I wouldn't have known about it had I have not looked up a video like reviewing the Blu-ray release, at least to give me an idea of what the packaging looks like. So at least it's thin and I can put it next to my Blu-ray of Chucky season 1. But yeah, so it is what it is. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the Chucky show. I like the films a lot, but even then, most of them aren't great. I mean, I love the first one. I love the second one's my favorite. I've always liked the third one as well. It's not the best story. It's very rinse and repeat, but the final act's really fun. The fourth one, Bride of Chucky, some claim is the best, and to be honest, it is really good. It's a breath of fresh air for the series. Seed of Chucky just feels really, really low budget and cheap, and honestly, I don't like it for that reason. Like, it's obviously not a very high budget series, but it even feels like in execution, it feels really cheap. which is fine. It is what it is. Cult and Curse are fine. I like them. It's just that Curse obviously wants to go back to its roots of being a straight horror film, but it's too much of the question of, is this actually the real Chucky or not? And it's like, if you've seen this before, it's kind of boring, and it's direct to DVD, so it's like the only people who's going to watch it are the fans. So yeah. And Cult of Chucky's interesting. I don't dislike either of them, but I don't love them either. So obviously, them continuing with this TV show is a good approach. I like that, but I thought the first season was really cliche, and I didn't really love most of the characters. I don't remember most of what happened outside of like the last episode, so that's the only reason I'm keen for season 2, because I kind of like the characters still, and I want to, like, as in the original, like Tiffany and whatnot, I want to see what they do. If it continues into a 3, 4, 5, if I don't care for it after season 2, I'll give up and just wait for like the full series to be released. But you know, it is what it is. I try to be a fan. One thing you should be a fan of is Confess Fletch. They finally have a Blu-ray release, which is great. This is a very funny film, and whoever wants it can get a digital code, because this is obviously a US release. So this is just a digital code. That's all it is. May not be valid after the 24th of the 1st, 2025. So if you would like a digital code, there you go. That is Confess Fletch. I don't collect digital codes. They're worthless to me, because why have a digital film if I have the actual thing? Also, I have a little portable Blu-ray player, so if I ever need to burn a copy, I can do that. Usually for video essays, not for like illegal streaming reasons. But yeah, it's really annoying that it's a really weirdly made case as it is. It emphasizes the digital movie included. I don't think it has a region code. I imagine it would be region A. But yeah, there's like no special features. It even says on the back there, disc made in Germany. Like they really want to. It just kind of feels as cheap as it could be, but it still has some images that are fun on the back, which is nice. And I like that they went for the theatrical artwork. The main artwork. It's a very funny film, one of my favourites of last year. Another one of my favourites of last year, which came in decent condition because last time was absolutely destroyed. Crimes of the Future on 4K. This one, because I'm just becoming a much bigger fan of Cronenberg's works, and I wanted to get the 4K because, let's be honest, why not? This is a 4K from... It had a brand on it, I swear. It just says Neon. That's just the That's the production, not production, like distribution company. But I'm pretty sure there was a brand for this actual thing. It might be Decal. I don't know. That's the only other brand here. But it is all regions because it's a fucking 4K. It's a single disc release. But you do get artwork on the back, which of course is the same on there. Comes with a butt-ton of special features, which I'll show you there. And at least I probably should have just shown the J card, shouldn't I? Yeah, there. So you got like Crimes of the Future from 1970, The Death of David Cronenberg from 2021, David Cronenberg on Making Crimes of the Future, behind-the-scenes footage, cast interviews, production design photos, and animated renders, location photos and studio concept drawings, David Cronenberg and cast react to Crimes of the Future, the board game, trailers, and more. So it has a buttload of special features, which is really nice. The artwork's fine. Disc art, basic, but at least it has something. No reversible sleeve, but yeah, it's good. I would have been really happy even if it didn't come with the sleeve. It's just because last time the sleeve, Leia Seydoux' face was completely scratched out and there was a hole in it, and the whole top of the case was completely crushed. So this time it obviously came in good nick. So yeah, it's nice, it's slim, easy peasy. Another Cronenberg. And apparently the 4K is really nice, which is good because I do not want to... I probably could have waited for like... I think Second Sight might be doing a 4K, but I'm like... This is a really good release as it is, just in terms of like special features alone. So it might be an exclusive to this company. So I'm pretty happy with this. Then of course we get to my buy one get one free deal at JB Hi-Fi. I bought 6 films. So let's just kind of jump into it. I was really jumpy about what films I wanted to get, particular prices and whatever. I know a lot of people like to use this to buy a really, really expensive film and to get a really, really expensive film with it. So say if you were to get like a box set, the Tales of Adventure one from Imprint, I heard like a lot of people have been buying that with like Haunting of Julia and stuff like that, because it's like, well, one's like 140, the other one's like 70, I can buy one, get one free. And honestly, that's the best way to go about it. Like, get both After Hours set for like $100 for two, because they're both like, oh, I think it's $200 for two, that making them $100 each because they're worth like $200 each or something. So either way, I didn't go that expensive. I didn't want to, but I did still spend like $90. I got Apollo 13, which I've heard very mixed things about the 4K transfer, but I also don't have a Blu-ray, so I'm kind of happy to get it anyway. It does have a ultraviolet code, which apparently expired like 5 years ago, 2018. I think it's because this is one of the first 4K releases that a lot of people were very particular about it, because it's like, it has heavy grain and all this stuff, but apparently it's still really authentic to the original film source. So it's like, it's just because people weren't used to 4K at the time. That's my assumption. I mean, this was released in, doesn't tell me what year this was released in, which is actually fine, but obviously prior to 2018. Either way, sure, I like space movies on 4K in OLED. Good stuff. The next one was one I was really curious for, because I didn't have it at all except for like a poor DVD copy. So I got Superman 2 on 4K. I've got the first one on 4K. I figured I'd get it, as well as it comes with the Blu-ray, which is nice because it comes with all the special features. I was debating getting like the US or UK release, because it came with like the 4K and the Blu-ray, as well as the 4K and the Blu-ray of the Richard Donner cut. I bought both of them, again, buy one get one free, so $27 for the both, which includes Blu-ray and 4K. I recently watched the 4K, the Blu-ray release of this that they had released, and I still really liked it. I thought, I don't need to get a 4K UHD because the Blu-ray looks really nice, comes with all the special features. But now I have it on 4K as well as Superman 2. I didn't get Superman 3 and 4. I'm not stooping that low. I don't like those films at all, so I like Superman 2. I don't have a preference in which cut, but I do like the Donner cut a bit more than the, theatrical cut. I'm annoyed as hell that they're in two different releases. This is really stupid. Like, it makes sense that the UK and the US got, like, a combined pack, a less plastic because it's one case. It's still 4 discs because it's 2 4Ks and 2 Blu-rays, which I really like, instead of making it, one 4K and one Blu-ray and, like, having, like, alternate, like, you can just switch between the films on the same disc, like seamless branching. No, they've put it on 2 different discs, and I really, I like that. I just don't like it's in 2 different cases. I think it's really dumb. Sure, the artwork's still different enough that you can tell, one of them has Zod, the other one has fucking no one. I don't know. Who does he fight in this one? No one? I don't know. I know it's the same film, it's just vast differences. Not to mention that one's 127 minutes. Holy crap. And the other one's 115. So, yeah. And it means that I can... My Blu-ray for the Donner cut was like $5, and I got that a few years back. I only watched it like 2 months ago because I'd rewatched Superman the movie on 4K. And, yeah, I was really happy to watch the 4K of that film. It looked incredible. I was happy to watch the Blu-ray of the Donner cut. Again, it was cheap, so I don't mind having it, and it's probably one of those I'll give it to Dad kind of deal, because he doesn't have it on Blu-ray. He's never seen it. He didn't know it existed. So, yeah, that's the main reason I wanted to get Superman 2, the theatrical cut, because I wanted that alternate version just in case. Also, buy one, get one free. It's, $28 for the 2 of them, and they both come with the Blu-rays. Like, I'm really happy with that. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just annoying that it's one whole case, but I wasn't going to buy them both separately for this regular retail price. So I very much so lucked out there. That was good. These 2 were both freebies because these were part of the buy 2 get 1 free that I'm about to show. I don't think there's anything else I want to mention about the Superman films. No, I'm not going to get 3 and 4. I would have gotten them in the buy 1 get 1 free sale, because of course, I can get 1 and get 1 for free. But Again, I don't like them as films. I don't care that they've been remastered in 4K. Like, it's nice that they have been, for the emphasis on, hey, look, they're all on 4K. I would have been okay with a whole set like they've done the Rocky films, but even the Rocky films are like, which I could have gotten on 4K, but I have them all on Blu-ray. I'm happy with the Blu-ray releases. I don't have any issues with the audio or anything, because there's no audio issues or anything. There's apparently a bunch of issues with the 4K releases. Also, the fact that they haven't released like Rocky Balboa and like I think it's Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa on 4K. So I'm like, well, what's the point? I know Rocky 5 sucks, but I really like Rocky Balboa, and I'm pretty happy with the Undisputed collection. Also, the fact that I've replaced the Blu-ray disc for Rocky with the remastered into 4K, the remastered on 4K Blu-ray disc. So it comes with a better transfer and more special features. I just got rid of the other disc. I don't even know where it is. I think I either gave it away or I sold it or something. I don't know. I don't have it anymore, and I don't care about it. I have the Undisputed collection. I'm very happy with that. That works for me. Next up, I got, again, these are the freebies. One with a more expensive one and one with Apollo 13. Magic Mike's Last Dance, because I'm a fan of the franchise. I like the Magic Mike films. This is probably it's hard to say if it's my least favorite of the films. I'm not. I mean, to be fair, you can't beat XXL. I think they kind of knew that to some degree, because XXL is really a fantastic film. It's one of those things where I do like the first one. I think the first one is probably better than this, but this one is a nice character story. It's just one of those. It's so focused on the main two characters, as in, these two, that it doesn't give anyone else any character development. Like, the very, very minor characters, like her daughter and her ex-husband, I guess. But her driver gets more of a character than, any of the other dancers, which kind of sucks, because that's what made the first film so interesting, that they all had character. And that's what made the second film especially good, because they all had character. So this one just kind of removes that. It does have a deleted scene as well as Magic Mike's new moves featurette, but I can't imagine they'll be amazing to look at. But yeah, I liked it. I didn't think it was the best, but it's not the worst film I've ever seen. So now, talking about the worst film I've ever seen, definitely isn't this one, but I did get Knock at the Cabin, because I like M. Night Shyamalan. I like his new selection of films. Old was a masterpiece, simply put. And I really liked Knock at the Cabin. Don't know if I'll be rewatching anytime soon, but again, buy one, get one free. I don't like the collector's edition tag that they're doing still. It's really annoying, but it does have, as you can see there, a lot of special features. Not a lot, but you got deleted scenes, you got a Chow Blaster infomercial extended. Interesting. Choose wisely behind the scenes of Knock at the Cabin, Tools of the Apocalypse, drawing a picture, Christian Troy shines a light. So it's a pretty top film. I would definitely recommend it. If there was a 4K release, I'd probably go with that one instead, but obviously not in Australia, so you kind of get what you're given. But I like the artwork too. Actually, I think it's nice. I hate the title, Knock at the Cabin. I prefer the original book's title, like Cabin at the End of the World, but it's a mouthful. So I think Knock at the Cabin, I guess, is a little more dramatic. And last but not least, we have one I wasn't expecting to get. It just happened to be there on the shelf. I was going to get Bounties of Inisherin, but for free. But I didn't, because it's on Disney Plus on 4K, and I figured it's got one special feature, so I have no real inclination to get it. Maybe eventually in a year when it's $10 or $13 or some shit. But instead I got a film which might not be great, but I haven't seen it, so I don't really mind. The Tunnel. This is the limited edition release from Umbrella. It's an Australian film. A lot of their limited editions comes with an O card and a J card. The J card emphasizes this is number 68 of 800, but it does have a lot of special features, which is a really, if it'll focus, really convincing aspect for me to get it. So I like Australian horror films. I'm not huge on a lot of them, but at the same time, I am Australian. It's kind of nice to get something from our own country. I heard this, obviously it's a found footage film. It's mixed reviews. Apparently it's too dark and all this kind of stuff. I've got an OLED TV, it doesn't really matter. So you get this artwork on the cover, part of my, fingerprints. It's a really interesting cover. But yeah. So again, I don't know anything about this. outside of found footage, monster in the dark kind of stuff. You know, I've seen The Descent, I've seen the Blair Witch Project. I get it. This is the reversible artwork that I've actually gone with, which it emphasizes: "Do not air the tunnel. Filmed over 13 days in 2010. Documentary funded by 4,409 people. How could we let this happen?" And then, of course, it says, "Property of Umbrella Entertainment. We have blood on our hands." Very interesting. But yes, it does, of course, come with basically what the J card already has as your artwork there, which is fine. But I do like the reversible artwork more, and it does come with the same image on the cover as the disc art. But yeah, so I'm interested to watch this one. I won't be watching it for about a month. I'll wait till Mum and Dad go overseas. Best time to watch a lot of quiet or found footage or whatever kind of horror film is when there is no one home, ideally. But yeah, so sure. And that's the whole kit and caboodle. I am still expecting the package from Cinemaniacs, but that's all for now. I don't know what else I'll be buying anytime soon, unless I'm suddenly desperately look at JB again and be like, oh my god, I want to buy something else. It's from buy one, get one free. But I want to kind of refrain. Still saving. I don't know what for, you know? I keep thinking maybe a car. Maybe my trip to Japan at the end of the year. I'm hoping to go to Japan for Christmas or after Christmas. But yeah. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about it. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. If there is a next time. Probably will be by the time this one's out. I imagine my Cinemaniac stuff will have come in. Anyway. Adios.